Today I'm going to be covering the StratoAutomation PID node. Here I've got a simple example set up. PID node into my flow space here. I've got some inject nodes simulating a temperature input and some inject nodes also simulating a temperature set point. I can adjust these on the fly, which are input is my temperatures that I'll be simulating, and then my set point, obviously, inject nodes simulating a temperature set point. Those are both going into the PID block itself. They're then being pumped out to a debug node. And you'll see it's already running, but I'll cover how to actually set up this. So if I double click on the PID node, it'll take me into the settings or the properties. So my basic settings here, I can give it a name if I want to be specific about what this PID block is for or what it's doing. You can also have a fallback set point. So if I have no set point value being injected into set point input here, I can just use a fallback set point and then only run off my temperature input or whatever input value I'm throwing into. Next, I have my PID parameters. So I have my proportional band, integral time, derivative time, or I can edit my proportional gain, integral gain, and gain here. So for my proportional band here and proportional gain, obviously these are just reciprocals of each other. So if I edit one, the other one will change and vice versa after I save it. Same goes for the integral time here. So obviously 1/10 is 0.1. So I pick one or the other and edit it, and then my derivative time and my derivative gain are the same. So if I edit one, the other one will change. So if you know how to set up a PID loop or tune it, you can go in here and change one setting or the other to change how the system will respond based on an input and a set point. Then for my output settings here, I can set up a bias, my minimum and maximum, so what I want it to ramp up and ramp down to. Deadband if I want that. And then for my control settings, I can set an enable state. So 1 is enabled, 0 is disabled. I can set what output I would like when the PID is disabled, and then I can set a total execution time, so how often it'll post a value here. And then I want to, if it's default to direct acting, but I can also set it up as reverse acting by checking this box here. So once I have that all set up here, I can start pumping values in for set point and input. So let's say for my temperature set point, I want it to be 72 degrees, and it is currently 60 degrees space. So you'll see here, my present value that I'm seeing is 60 and my set point's 72. So based on how I have this configured, it's outputting 0. Now, if I pump this up, let's say now it's 80 degrees is my input. You'll see my output start to ramp up below the block here itself and over here in the debug window. Say now my set point's a little higher. You'll see now my outputs start to cool off a little bit and up slower on those settings up here. Yeah, we'll get them pretty close, 62 and or 72 and 73, and you'll see my output fizzle out, but just barely linger around 1. And again, we have a document that covers an example well on how to set this up and changing parameters. But in simple terms here, got your inputs, your set points, and then it's just going to run based on, which these can also be set by pumping inputs in with topics that match the name of